You know about the prior videos there? I'm not there to bash. It's just a good topic, right? To show that, more money and these gigantic, enormous systems do not always mean the individual has more experience because he can throw money at stuff, right? So the difference between the two fellas, and I don't know them. I mean, they seem like good people to me. I mean, it's a different mission. Jay's basically, it should just be called Jay's audio addiction, right, or something, because it's not showing anything. It's not showing any experience. All it's showing is which big 700-pound amp can I bring in next. Well, the whole goal of this thing is to build a reference system that stays. I mean, he's the one and only guy that's, I don't know, he's like a power lifter moving that crap all around in his room. I just think it's insane. All the power to you, but man, I've learned, I always say it, 2-3 decades on just how much one thing can completely change the sound of the system. So number one for me is I have to be able to emotionally connect and love what I'm hearing from the music. Just connect, which I did a long time ago, guys. Like, the only reason I made the change from the 10 to 12 boxes is just to simplify. I just didn't think that a Bell Canada, one box could do it, but it has. And yeah, it's not cheap, and I didn't pay 11.8, but I did buy it new, and I paid well for the piece. It's 11,800 plus tax Canadian dollars, but it does everything, right? So I don't want to sit in front of you and give advice, even if I do bring the odd piece of equipment in for a review, because there are some things that haven't quite got here from overseas that I've been really, really interested in, and I just love to hear it here, and I have a reference system to portray it to you with, right? I'm not going to confuse you. The next video, there's another component in here. I know how much pain that can cause, right? So the difference between the big guy there and Mike has a Mad Doctor reference system there, and with the massive panels and I forget what it is, powered by tri-amping or something. It's just incredible. Like, a lot of thought went into it. And yeah, you hear the word smoother and more relaxed. Well, I'm sure that it would be a sound like that I've already stated that I would resonate with more than the ultra resolution. Because to me, that's not real. That's not how a concert sounds. That's not how live music sounds. So there's a lot of other guys doing this that have hundreds of thousands of followers. You have to ask yourself, what are you really learning from them? What? How to swap out gear in and out? Because that's the real message that's being portrayed, whether you like it or not. I mean, there's a couple guys out there that have reference systems. And if they're going to review, which I'm not a reviewer, I mean, I talk about hi-fi. That's it. There may be the odd one. Everyone thinks I'm going to run out of content. It's not going to happen. I can make a video every single day if I want. Whether people watch it's another story, right? They're all over the map. So that, when I name people as a header, it's obvious to bring people to it. But rarely is it about what you think it is going to be, which is bashing. I just say that the only thing that really shines through and stands the test of time is experience with time, right? I mean, you could be 5 years in this hobby and have, $1 million system. It doesn't mean you know anything, right? 'Cause it's just so complex, like this hobby or dash addiction, obsession. That's all it is. So that's the message that is being portrayed, in my opinion, by Jay, is audio addiction. There's no actual substance because there's no reference system. Like big expensive items are leaving the room out of his main system, right? I mean, a pair of speakers may have lasted up to 6 months. Like, I don't rarely watch any of these guys unless I see something that I think, he's going to do it again. Like, to criticize Mikey's room, hey, Mike, I don't know, it'd be nice for you to just welcome me here, but it's okay. I just really, it took a lot of balls and a lot of knowledge to be able to do what you did there, to bring a room and build it from scratch in such a horrific size and to make that work and to put in the time. That takes a lot of experience and know-how and knowledge to be able to do that, right? So don't worry about what people say about it. You know, if, oh, it's not my cup of tea. Well, the cup of tea changes so much as we age. Like, I'm 55, so I've been doing this a while, you know. Jay's a young guy. He's young, but he's in deep. He's in deep. Fuck, I'm lucky. I don't have that kind of money. I don't even know that you do, Jay, to be honest. Who knows if you really have the money? That stuff could be, I know you say you do and all that, but no one knows the real truth. And don't quit your real job. Please don't quit your real job. This thing will bury you. It's going to take years off your life. It just is. But you're on your path. I'm on mine. Everyone else is on theirs. All I try to do is come on and talk about hi-fi. I don't need a subject. I don't need a component. You know, it's all from the heart. So yeah, you know, Mike, you got a lot of knowledge. But the only weakness I find is that you're just a little bit too biased, right? People can go out and buy whatever they want to do, whatever they want to buy, because there's an ass for every seat, so to speak. If you're a millionaire, you can buy whatever you want. Does that mean you're experienced? No, but you'll get there. So just because you have these German speakers that are made of whatever, the Rock or Slate, those are cool. I'd love to actually try those stand mounts. But there's going to be stuff that provides just as good a value out there, right? And the preamp, you're completely wrong there when it comes to, that's not the best digital, volume controller you can buy in the world. It's never. Why? Because he invented DSD. What makes that the best, right? It's just a brand that you carry, and that's cool. You have to do this to sell, but everyone needs to keep an open mind here. There's a world of engineers and designers out there. So to say one is the best over the other is wrong. It's just totally wrong. I'd love to hear that thing. I love the build quality, you know, under the hood. That's really impressive. But to say that for individuals that have separates that a preamp is not good or whatever you say, that this is all you need, it's not true. A preamp's super important. Like, I know that much, that it's the brain of the whole system. You know, and a very, very well designed and implemented volume control, whatever topology they're using, is super important. I'm sure it's really, really good, but you can't, you know, it's too biased of an opinion, man. Just say it's a very good piece. It does volume really, really well, you know. There's so many out there, man. Look at the name volume control. It doesn't even fucking touch. It's floating. So how can there be any noise added? Right? I mean, these big companies that have the research and development to, you know, to create these technologies is really impressive. I mean, look at the Lindsdorf volume control, the glass reeds. Like, I mean, even the one I owned that was in my tube rectified hand-built point-to-point wired tube preamplifier made in Canada here, that has the Cosmo, which is one of the world's best parts. One of the world's best parts. They supply high-end manufacturers with their volume control. The designer still has to build the power supply for the actual part. They even include a beautiful aluminum remote with your company engraved right on it. So this is just an audio rant, right? You choose who you think is giving accurate information regarding this hobby, right? And it starts behind the person. Like, what is their tool that they're using to give accurate information about their components that they're having sent to them to review, right? I'm just so grateful I don't have to do it. I do have a dealer. I think I'm going to have something sent here pretty quick. It's not that expensive, but you know, I think it'll benefit a lot of people that are looking to go that avenue, right? in the digital world. That's the hint that I'll give. But like I say, I've had these components, guys, for years behind me. The spatial 7 years, the table 7 years. The only thing that did change, which was a massive change, it almost sounds like I'm a hypocrite, but the Bel Canto, luckily I was able to have it here for 3 weeks. And it just opened my eyes to what properly engineered, cutting edge technology can do, right? Because my systems were great. It was 2 systems, about to replace approaching 100 grand to buy new. They were. One was a digital system with the Grahams, the other one was the analog system. Completely different systems. And one was separate, and the other, the heart was the Line Magnetic, which I still have, which I always back up as one of the greatest values in hi-fi of all time. I'm not going to say it is, but it's definitely one of them. It speaks for itself. The accolades, the things said online, the reviewers that owned it as a reference. So again, yeah, man, I'm never coming on here to try to bash these personalities because I don't know them. They're doing the best they can, right? But this is a powerful thing, man, and it can get you by the balls. You got to really think about what is the message you're trying to put across to people, right? I've stated many times, all I'm trying to do is steer people in the right direction. What's helped me to build such a nice system and done in a safe manner where it didn't put me in the hole financially, right? I just never wanted to do that because I know at the end of the day, they're not real investments. They are for your ears and brain, but they're not financially. If they're not, removed and cashed in at the same, you're going to lose money. I hate losing money. If I'm going to lose money, I'm going to go help a homeless person or something. That's really helpful. This is the materialism stuff. That's why I collect artwork and I learned that market because those are investments. So, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got here. I'm just trying to do a video every day.